Do you ever get the feeling that you're wasting your time working on something? That no matter what you do, it's never going to be perfect ever again? It's never going to be right ever again? I think I had the feeling with this one. Greetings, viewers. This is CP666 signing on. Normally, this would be a happy video about a system that I have revived or will be reviving, hopefully successfully. This is the Macintosh PowerBook 520C. That was part of the collection that kickstarted my getting back into collecting vintage computers. So I've been wanting to get this working for a while, and you might know that I picked up a batch of 80 megabyte drives, and of 3 of them that I bought, only 1 of them worked. Now I also found this, which is actually apparently fairly rare, and I had no idea that Connor Peripherals made laptop SCSI hard drives, but as you can see they did. This is a model CFN250S. It's a 240 megabyte drive, and you know, even though it says 250, I don't know, Connor Peripherals has got a lot of really confusing and stupid model numbers for their drives, so really it's not that much of a surprise. Anyway, this is going to go into this machine. It has been erased, I know that. It did work when I first tried it. We'll see if it still works now, but this is definitely one of those open and shut basket case kind of deals, because now that I've got this hard drive, my right hinge is broken. So that now makes getting this machine together a real chore. And since I'm missing the screws for the keyboard, and there's a couple other screws that are missing, I found another one on eBay that's in better shape. I just picked that one up, and I'm going to resell this one because I don't have time for open and shut basket cases like this. So I'll get it set up, and I'll get it ready to go. And when the new one comes in, I'll make another video, and we'll get that one set up, and hopefully everything will be happy once again. Alright, I went ahead and I installed the drive. Is it going to work? Well, since this has already gone incredibly poorly, I think it probably won't. But I'm cautiously optimistic. Okay, that was an easy fix. Apparently, because this hinge down here is busted, and you can kind of see it, tried to put it back into place. That was a huge failure. But I think it popped this little ribbon loose, so the system couldn't power on. Possibly because it didn't realize that there was a display plugged in, and I guess you can't use this without a display, which is interesting. Either way, the drive has of course been erased, and it is working. You heard it there. I want to put System 755 on this, but I don't have 755, at least not on a floppy diskette set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just install 7.5 for now, and I'll upgrade it later on. I'm not sure if you can really hear all of that noise, but if you can, please excuse it. They're destroying a tree down at the end of the street, and apparently they've decided that 2:30 in the afternoon is a good time to do it. Really kind of stupid, if you ask me. They should have done it a long time ago. Okay, let's give this a try. See what happens. It's a lot nicer to have a trackpad than the trackball on the PowerBook 100 series machines. Yeah, you can really see that busted hinge there, and I'm kind of concerned about that loose flap of metal. Probably going to pierce that little ribbon, not that it really matters, because this thing is relegated to a parts machine anyway. You can see it's in color. Alright. You can also see, because it's a passive matrix display, you've got all the ghosting effects and all of that. Is it going to do anything? Or did it just lock up? Okay, it didn't totally lock up. I guess I'm just going to wait until it brings me the thing. Okay, well, it's a good thing I've got 2 copies of this, because apparently that other disc didn't want to boot on this machine. Possibly because I used it on the other one, I don't know. But we'll give this a try. I'm going to have to do something. I don't know. How am I going to do this? I need a disk utility. Well, this is annoying. It doesn't even see the hard drive. There must be something special I need to do. Okay, so as it turns out, what I actually needed was the Disk Tools disk. And that's the disk that I didn't have. So now we are initializing the disk, which might take a while because it's 240 megabytes. And sometimes this stuff tends to take a little bit of time. We'll see if this works. I was told the drive is functional. I'll get to find out if that's actually true or not. I'm going to take a page out of UXW Bill's book and name this accurately with how much I have sunk into my Macintoshes recently. Let's see if this will work. Or if it'll just lock up. Okay. Oh yeah, that's definitely working quite a bit better. I'm just going to choose the easy install, because I don't really care that much. For having a... Actually, I don't even... I think it's actually a slower CPU, believe it or not. Although it was still faster than the 180 was. It's got a 68LC040 in it, as opposed to a 68030. So it's a little bit newer of a CPU. We'll see how long this takes. You can see the time on your screen right now. I'll come back when the process is completed. Okay, it's now complete. I think that was about, what? Half an hour? Really not too bad, all things considered. I'm going to shut it down. Just because what I want to do is I want to plug in this, which is a trackball. I want to test this and see if this is actually, you know, if there's an issue with it or if there's something else going on, because I wasn't able to get this to work earlier, so. Okay, the machine is now shut down. So we'll go ahead and we'll listen to the hard drive start up. Definitely sounds like a Connor Peripherals drive. Oh yeah, working great. But my mouse certainly isn't. Have this little trackball plugged in and it's completely comatose. Wonder if the buttons work. That'll tell me what exactly the issue is, if we've got a wide-ranging loss of functionality, or what. Either way, the system seems to be functional. Do a little bit of customization on this. Although I wonder, given it's got two buttons, if that's actually I don't know what's going on here. Building a desktop file. Since this has two buttons, I wonder if this is actually a PS2 mouse. It probably is. That actually just occurred to me right now. Since Apple mice usually only have one button. I think there were a few that had two buttons. Aftermarket mice, so perhaps not. Since I don't even have a button at all, I might try it on a PC and see if it works there. So here we go. Here is everything. Working good. See, you got 12 megabytes of memory. If you're wondering where the RAM on one of these is, I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's right underneath that little silver plate thing there. Pull that up and the RAM is at the front, the CPU is at the back. So, give it a color. anyway. So we'll have a look here. I believe that what we'll find is, oh, it doesn't actually tell us the disk size. That's interesting. So we'll have to install some programs on this later. And that should be cleaned up a little bit, if we can do that. Evidently not. So it doesn't really have a whole lot on it at this moment. But I think I'm going to conclude the video with that. It's already at 11 minutes, and there's really no point in dragging it out any further. So thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. Hope to see you next time. Till then.